What up, what up, what up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. Good evening, and welcome to League Wide Wednesdays, where, yes, we're super late. It is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. But thank you so much for coming through. We really do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for coming through, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and you know what I'm going to say. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, let everybody else know that we are live. We're going to have a speed rail, speedy man, because honestly, we want to discuss everything you guys have to say. Plus, we also want to go ahead and talk about next week. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring the one, the only, the main man on stage, ladies and gentlemen. My co host from the Phins tailgate, Mr. Color Commentary. How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good, Miss Phins. How you doing? How's everybody
Ah,
tonight?
I am alive and kicking, man. I can't complain. I can't complain. I can't complain.
It's like on
Like,
Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves when they were doing their wedding. All right, we're gonna do the short version, or was that Spaceballs?
probably
We're gonna do
Spaceballs.
the short version. Do
Right,
you?
right.
Do you? All right, you're married. Get out of here.
Exactly. What up, Liz? Welcome, welcome. Let's go, Fifth Nation. Let's make some noise for the winner of the bill. That's what I'm talking about, Chef Jew. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, Spins and OG
Shit, you.
Color. Let's go, Finland. Thank you so much for coming through. Dolphinier, welcome. Jeremiah, welcome. Hello, Miss Fins. How are you on this wonderful Wednesday night? Listen, we're live. We're cooking, good looking. So thank you so much for coming through, everybody. Color, I need you, sir. I need you tonight.
Checking my
I am
pulse.
off
Hold on a
site.
second. I'm checking my pulse. Hold on a second.
Check your pulse. Yes, please check your pulse.
Yep, I'm
Is it
still
good?
alive, which means the
Uh,
Dolphins are still alive.
exactly. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get her done, ladies and gentlemen. So, Color, talk to us. Listen, I don't have nothing on, as you know that right now I am mobile, and therefore I'm gonna need you to play over, sir. So talk to us. How did last week go? Run through them.
Well, pretty much we as fans got our heart ripped out of our throat, which happens. You know, we're used to it as Miami Dolphin fans. Um,
True.
I've been really trying hard, Miss Fins. It was a big debacle out west in the West Coast. We know it. We have to come all the way back here on a short week, cold night to face the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo, which is a
Right.
large amount of enough task as it is.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so we're the state of the franchise is a little down right now, but that being said, we're not out of it.
That's what I'm talking about, Cole. That's what I want to
You
hear.
know,
Talk to us about the
we,
league
we
since this
just
is League Wide Wednesdays.
we just have to
I don't
shift
like it.
back. Yep, we just have to shift back to say wait and see mode and control our own destiny mode, and keep winning. That's all we can do.
Agreed, sir.
Other than that, all
Agreed.
the games pretty much went the way they should have gone, I think. Couple not upsets, but couple surprise wins, but
Like which
all in
ones?
all, pretty typical late season week around the NFL. What do you think?
I would say yeah. Run through me. Who won these games?
What's that?
Who won the games? Go through the winners of
Okay, so
Week 14.
gotcha. So we had, of course, Thursday night. Everybody remembers the Rams pulled out a comeback win against the Raiders, 17-16. Baker Mayfield in his first real action in a while
Mm-hmm.
comes through with the kind of quasi upset, I guess. I don't know. Two crappy teams that really can't upset each other. But then, of course, we had well, I'll skip that one for a second. We had the Bengals and Browns faced off in a divisional matchup. Let me stop this advertisement here from who. Bengals and Browns had a divisional matchup. Second game out of the gate from Deshaun Watson. Not very much production. Bengals beat the Browns 23-10. And Miss Phins, I'll just run through them and just stop me if
Yeah,
you
go
want
ahead.
to comment on any given game.
Go ahead.
Um, then, of course, we had the Cowboys struggled a little bit, surprisingly, against the Texans, but all in all, pulled it out 27-23. Lions and Vikings in Detroit. Lions, a surprise favorite in that game, but end up pulling it out. Pretty much commanded the whole ball game, 34-23.
So Lions won.
Yep, Lions defeated the Vikings,
I'm telling
correct.
you, people sleep on the Lions, man, but they shouldn't. That's
Yep,
a high-powered offense, man.
and at 6-7 in the NFC, they're definitely not. They're not even out of the wild card race.
They're
So,
not. There's a scenario where the Lions can literally make the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. They can make the playoffs.
yep, they're
Okay,
sort
who's
of in the
next?
same boat. They're sort of in the same boat as the Browns. They just got to
I
win
was
and
just
hope
gonna say the
others
same
lose.
thing. Exactly.
Uh,
Okay.
then, of course, we had an old fashioned slobber knocker divisional matchup between the Jaguars and Titans. The Jaguars stunning the lackluster Titans 36-22. Titans,
Jesus.
Titans with very little incentive to win, except now they got Jaguars and Colts chomping at their heels, so they need to probably start picking it up and find ways to
46?
win. Yep,
Okay.
36-22. Yep.
Okay. Who's next?
So then you had the Eagles and Giants. We all know Miss Finn's second favorite, Big Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, embarrassed by the Eagles, 48-22.
Oh, jeez. Hey, but you know what? Even though it was 48-22, they still put up 22 points. So it wasn't
Yeah,
like 48 to like 3. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
and I kind of had this game being closer than it was, but the Eagles at 12-1 seem to just continue to roll through people.
Right?
Looks like they might be playing up to the standards of the AFC, which could look, speak.
I think they are.
It could portend a pretty interesting Super Bowl this year.
I agree.
So then we had the Ravens and Steelers, typical AFC North slobber knocker. Ravens pulling it out of the end, defeating the Steelers 16-14.
Oh, jeez. I
Then
feel
you
like
had,
every Steelers game is like in the teens and like too close to call. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
it's ridiculous.
Yep. So we had the Chiefs and Broncos. Broncos tried to make it interesting, but ultimately faltered to the Chiefs 34-28.
Of course.
Buccaneers and 49ers. 49ers just absolutely rolled the Buccaneers. Pitched a shutout until the very end, well, until the third quarter. But
Stop
and
it. No, they didn't.
what's that?
Are you serious?
Yeah,
They pitched
30.
a shutout on Hardy?
I mean, just about. Brady finally put together a drive and scored, but late in the third quarter. But 49ers ended up trouncing the Buccaneers 35-7.
Really?
Yep. And then the hapless Panthers found some way to defeat the Seahawks 30-24. Seahawks seem to be on a little bit of a skid, although their quarterback's still shocking everybody with the highest completion percentage in the league. Then, of course,
Geno Smith.
I'm sorry?
Geno Smith.
Yeah, Geno Smith, correct. And then, of course, you had Monday night, the Patriots took care of the Cardinals, who can't seem to get out of their own way, losing Kyler Murray to an ACL injury and the
He's
game
an MVP.
27-13.
Jeez, that's crazy.
So the Patriots keep doing what they need to do, which is win. 7-6, their record is now. And then, of course, earlier Sunday afternoon, you had one of the divisional matchups of the year between the Jets and the Bills in Buffalo. The Jets falling to 7-6 by losing to the Bills 20-12 and getting their quarterback beat all to hell. Oh, excuse me, heck. And although stellar performance by Mike White, continuing to come into the back into the game and trying to pull
Did
that
you
one
see
out,
those
but
hits to
ultimately,
his ribs?
I'm sorry.
Did you see the hits to his ribs?
Yep.
How was he still playing? Is what I want to know.
It's amazing, isn't it? He's got a lot of heart. He's a Florida boy. He's got a lot of heart.
I guess that's only for Florida boys.
Football means everything. It
Yeah.
defines us. So, anything in particular stand out to you, Miss Phins?
I'm very interested in seeing the AFC East, how it matches up because it's still wide open. People think that Buffalo has it and they're gonna run away with it, but realistically speaking, I mean, the AFC East is still open, and actually the entire AFC is still open,
Yeah, there is a
which
little bit of a
to
log
me is
jam
crazy
for that
because now
second
it's
wild
back,
card.
yeah, back to back seasons where the AFC conference, we will not know till week 18. Back to back seasons that's happened.
Yep.
And you know what? I feel like that makes for best football. The NFC is just so pathetic that, like, I feel like by week 12, you already know who's who. You know what I mean?
Yep. So
But
you might be onto something there, Miss Finns. A lot of that reason that there's such a log jam now, if you really think about it, is because of us losing. I mean, if we'd have taken care of business the last 2 weeks, things would be a lot more clear right now in the AFC.
agreed. Agreed.
Well, maybe if the NFL likes it and they see that as a solid, maybe they'll do us a solid and stop, and start officiating our games a little better. We'll say.
Yeah.
I'm not
But
gonna.
then
I'm
again,
not.
I mean,
I don't blame
you
referees.
know,
I'm
like
just
us,
saying that doesn't mean that
you know,
there
like
isn't
us.
some bad officiating going on.
What? Battlefield skating? Never.
I know.
Never.
We'll call it selective officiating.
For real. Okay, well, honestly, last week to me was very interesting to see. I'm interested to see how Deshaun Watson does in the NFL because if the Browns win out, just so you know, they have a very high chance of making the playoffs. And can you believe that after being out for 12 weeks, if Deshaun Watson somehow makes it to the place, I'm gonna just die laughing. Like,
I mean, at some
it'll be
point,
the
you have to
it'll be
think
the
the guy's
funniest
going
thing
to
ever.
break out.
Of course,
He's going to get his feel back eventually.
the touch. So to me,
It's like,
that's kind of like the biggest one for me. I'm waiting until he does.
yeah.
And I
Well,
feel like
you won't have to, and you may not have to wait very long because this Sunday. No, I'm sorry. This Saturday, come 4:30, the game before ours. You've got a rematch. Clemson versus Louisville.
stop it. Bengals.
Deshaun Watson versus Lamar Jackson. If Lamar Jackson plays, I don't know
I
what
don't
his
think Lamar
current
will play. I
injury
think he's still
status
out.
is.
I think he's still out. But that's crazy. That is
When the
crazy.
Ravens go into Cleveland to take on the Browns,
Yeah, I'm taking the Browns with that one.
the Ravens are in command in the division right at the moment, I believe. Yeah, there's nobody. Yeah, Cincinnati, I guess, is 9-4 too, right? Yeah, Bengals are 9-4 as well. So the Ravens have to, they have a lot to play for. Who do you got winning that game? Matter of fact, hold
Which
on
one?
before you say, I'm going to jot these down
Oh
as
yeah,
you're
let's start from
saying.
the beginning. Let's start from the beginning.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's do
We'll do
Thursday
that.
night tomorrow night.
Okay, so we'll go starting with Thursday. We'll do this right. I know Miss Phins is very structured. Y'all have to check out her notes. She showed me her notes. I mean, she is very detailed with journalizing the things she says and at different times of the year as to reference how things have changed, which is a very good trait. So let's do it the right way. Starting Thursday night, 8:15 on Prime Video. 49ers going into Seattle to take on the Seahawks. 49ers 9-4, Seahawks 7-6. Little bit of a
Um,
division match.
this is crazy because Purdy's doing really well. But then again, the Niners have never really needed a huge quarterback, so I'm not surprised that he's doing well. So, but then Geno Smith, he's been tumbling a little. I'm gonna have to go defense with this one. I'm gonna go 49ers.
Yeah, I
Geno
have a
Smith,
feeling you may be right. I have a feeling you the 49ers defense at their top status is well deserved and well earned. I thought it was a fluke at first. I even thought maybe partly was our bad offense and so maybe they were still a fluke. But then they did what they did to Tampa last week, and I'm convinced that defense is real deal. In the last 3 games, they've held their opponents
they
to
got
8
players
points
back.
per game.
They got players
Uh,
back. They
so I
got
think
healthy.
you, yeah, I think you do finally see a little bit of a regression to the mean by Geno Smith, and probably a low scoring game. I'll take the. Did you already give your score? Or
No, do you mind writing it down for us?
yeah, I've got my notes up. That's what I was saying. I already
Oh,
got my
perfect.
notepad up.
So
So
I
hold
actually
on.
don't think it's gonna be
Let me
too
just go
low
M
scoring.
for you. Hold on. M.
I don't think it's gonna be too low scoring when it comes to like the Niners. I think they'll be able to put up at least 24. But I'm gonna go 24-17 in my opinion.
Give me just a sec. And we'll do it this way. I'm just formulating how I want to do this. Okay, so I'm sorry, go ahead again.
24-17 Niners.
All right, and I am going to go Niners as well. No differentiation there. And I think it's going to be kind of low scoring as well. I'll go 24-13, similar to your score. I think they shut down Geno a little more. So we'll move on now to Colts at 1:00. Colts go into Minnesota to take on the Vikings. The Colts 4-8-1. Not really much to play for unless everybody
I
else
think
loses a bunch
Colts
of
at this
times.
point, I think they're playing for the pick. So I think they're gonna take the L for this one because now we're in a point of the season where you're looking at where am I gonna land in my first round pick.
Exactly.
And I don't think that they gave up their first round pick, right? They still have their first round pick, if I'm not mistaken. So I think they're playing for their pick. So I'm taking Vikings. I think Vikings won't have to do much, to be honest with you. But I still think Colts are going to put up points. So I'm going to go the Vikings, Justin Jefferson. Yeah. I'm going to go 21-13 Vikings on the low one.
21-13,
21-13, yes.
21-13.
Yep.
And I will likewise take the Vikings. No reason to take the Colts. Other than Saturday getting his guys ready for bravado, but really he can't. So I think the Vikings are gonna put up a few more points. I think it's gonna be 34-24 Vikings. And on to the game we were referring to a little earlier, 4:30 Saturday. By the way, I said Sunday earlier, but that Colts and Vikings game is the early game in the triple header on NFL Network, 1 o'clock on
Saturday.
Saturday. Uh,
Which, depending on your local listing, you will be able to get it locally if you are a fan of your home team and you do
yep.
not have NFL Network. Your home team
If you're in the
will be
urban Minnesota area or the urban Indianapolis area, you will likely get that game locally televised.
you will get it locally televised. Yes, because for the
Anything
Dolphins, it's
else?
going to be
I
CBS
think it's
Sport. Who
probably
gets it?
what is it? What, a 50-mile range, 60-mile range, Miss Fins?
I'm not sure about
Beyond that,
that, but I do know locally to the stadium they will have it.
right, right. So in the game we were talking about earlier, 4:30 on Saturday. Nice little opener for Dolph for our game. So we got the Ravens going into Cleveland. Cleveland is a 3-point favorite. The over/under is 37.
Wait,
Temperatures
the
at game
over
time.
under?
The over/under is 37 points. Yeah.
Oh,
Game
wonder.
time
Okay,
weather 36 degrees and cloudy, but
that's
clear.
why it might snow. Okay, so with that information, I'm thinking 17-13 Browns.
17-13 Browns. Okay, give me just a
Yes.
second because I think uh 17-13. I think the spread may indicate that Lamar is not playing.
Yeah, I don't think Lamar is playing.
So let me see here. Just give me 1 second. Although ESPN has Baltimore winning 60.7% of the time, and they are showing Lamar Jackson's stats as
Questionable.
if he's going to be playing. You know what I mean?
So he
Not,
hasn't been officially ruled out then.
right, right. So I'll be monitoring that, but I'll make my prediction based on Lamar Jackson playing, and I still think the Browns pull it out. I'll go 28-17. I think the Browns get a couple defensive scores, and Deshaun Watson reminds Lamar Jackson who the real one is.
Why he won?
What's that?
Why he won a national championship?
I still couldn't hear you, Miss Fins. I'm sorry.
Why he won the national championship?
Right, exactly. And took him to school when they played each other in college.
Yep.
So then we got. I'll save the 8:15 game on Saturday for last. Then moving into Sunday, 1 o'clock, we got the Eagles going into Chicago with absolutely nothing to play for. But I think they have the ability to clinch everything tomorrow. I'm not sure about that, but I'll say that off the
Who?
cuff. The Eagles. I'm not sure. I'll say it
I
off the cuff, but I think they have a chance to clinch stuff tomorrow.
I don't think anybody else is in double digits except the Vikings as far as the first overall in the NFC. So they've already clinched the playoffs, but they might clinch first overall
Right.
by
Let me
this
see
week.
here.
Because the Vikings, if I'm not mistaken, already have 3 losses, right?
I can tell you right now because they're 10-3.
Yeah. And the Eagles have only lost 1 game. So if they win and they're 14-1 and we have 3 games
So
left,
so the
they
Eagles
can go
have
17 and they could go at worst 13-4, which would match Minnesota, but they have the tiebreaker over Minnesota. So regardless, they would still be number 1. So yeah, I think they clinched the first overall seed by
right,
a long time.
right. Also, they have actually clinched a playoff berth.
Yep.
They're the only ones that have. And currently, the Texans, the Broncos, the Bears, and the Bears have all been officially eliminated from playoffs already. The real quick though, the Dallas Cowboys are chomping at their heels, but there's only 3 games or 4 games left. So I think if depending on they both have a 3-1 division record. Eagles have 7-1 conference record. Cowboys have 7-3. So the Cowboys have to the Eagles have to falter twice. So I don't think they can clinch it just yet.
So
This
you
week,
think not this week, but next week they'll clinch?
I think so.
Okay, probably. I mean, that's how it is with the NFC because there's only three teams:
Right.
them, Vikings, and Cowboys. That's it. So
Yep.
that makes sense. Okay, I'm taking Eagles. So who are
Hmm.
the Eagles playing?
Well, I probably would say the Eagles just game time temperatures 29 degrees and sunny. Ah, I'll just go with Eagles. I don't think Justin Fields is probably, if he is playing, I don't think he's 100%. So give me your score one more time. I'm sorry.
For the Eagles and Bears.
Yeah.
See, the Bears are playing again. They're playing they're playing now the tankathon. So they're playing for position in the draft. So it's best if they don't win. I'm gonna go Eagles, and this is the thing: Eagles are not just putting away teams; they are making statements. So I can easily see 35-12 Eagles
That's kind of almost where I was at too. I was thinking the exact same context too. So
because they're just not. They don't want
I
to beat you.
almost
They
was
want
gonna
to
go a
destroy
40
you.
burger.
I mean, I didn't want to say it, but I think they might even do it. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, with sunny skies, even though it's cold, with sunny skies on a cold day, that's actually a
Mhm.
gorgeous day to play
And I
football.
promise
If
you,
the
this
wind,
will be another.
if
Yeah,
the wind's
this will
not
be
too
another.
bad, then then they could start really tossing around the ball. You know what I mean?
Well, it's not even about tossing around the ball. You know that the run game is very stout, especially with Jalen Hurts.
Mm-hmm.
So he might not even play the second half, is what I'm trying to tell people. You
Yeah,
know what I
and the
mean?
over under is actually 48 and a half.
Meaning they're probably thinking it's going to be like 35-10 or
Right with
35-18.
right with Philadelphia favored by 9.
Exactly.
Hold
They're
on,
thinking 30s for the Eagles.
there we go. It wouldn't
So
stop it. I don't know if you could hear that,
I
but
will go with the over with that one
yeah, yeah.
because of the Eagles.
I could see that. So I'm gonna go. Man, maybe I will give them a 40 burger. I don't know. I'm gonna go 38-17.
Well, look at that game. What are they averaging right now as far as points per game?
Let's see.
I think it's like if
Eagles.
it's not like
Eagles are
top 20.
averaging 29.7 per game.
I was just
Uh,
gonna say if it's not like very high 20s, it's gonna be like low 30s. They're averaging. They're
right,
almost averaging
right.
30 points, so I knew it. Yeah,
And
they're
Chicago's averaging 20. Eagles defense is averaging giving up 19, which is close enough to 20 that Vegas is saying, okay, both teams are going to score all of their potential points. So that's why they got them a 9-point favorite because it's 29.7 to 20.8. You know what I mean?
yeah, that makes sense. Where I go, they're gonna probably go 35, and their defense, because we are getting closer to playoffs, their defense is gonna clamp down.
Right.
So yeah, I'm gonna stick to whatever I said, 35, whatever, 35-10 or something like that.
Like both quarterbacks break one for a touchdown.
I agree. No, I think 35-12 is what I said.
Yeah, I got 38-17. Not too dissimilar. So then we got Falcons and Saints in New Orleans, 5-8 versus 4-9. Tickets as low as $26.
Mariota got benched, and they're playing the tankathon. They're really just vying for position in the draft. So at this point, they're done. Saints too, but Saints, mm, weirdly enough, might still be technically not ruled out of the playoffs. So I'm gonna say Saints. Andy Dalton, he's Andy Dalton. So I'm gonna go Saints. They still can put up points. 23. Actually, I want to go lower than that. I'm gonna go 18 to 12 Saints.
That sounds like a slobber knocker. 18 to 12. I love it.
Mhm.
Nice and boring.
Right, right.
I mean, it's one thing to be 18 to 12 if it's like two great teams, you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
where you know it's a defensive game because both their offenses are high powered, you know what I mean? But when
exactly.
you know both teams are trash and it's high school football, 18 to 12 becomes really boring really quick. Anyway,
Seriously, but till this day, I can't. I refuse to watch a Broncos game. I'm done with
right,
Broncos.
right.
Too many, too
So
many primetime games. That's why they got flexed out. It's like, no, America can't take this no more. Even with Kansas City being the other team, they're like, nah, we can't do Broncos anymore in prime time.
I know. Crazy.
Like, absolutely not. I can't watch them. I'm done. I
So
refuse.
I'm in agreement with you on the Falcons playing for a draft position, but I think the way they're going to handle it is since Mariota's out, I am aware I believe that Ritter is going to get the start. I actually liked what I saw in his college tape at Cincinnati, and I kind of believe in the guy. You know what I mean? So it's not
Everybody gets a
out of the
shot.
realm of possibility that they do as well, or at least that they're ready to see because he has had some action. He has had a little taste already, where he didn't do
True.
all that bad. And so
True.
what I'm thinking is they're playing for draft position, but
Uh
they're
huh.
leaving it. They're literally giving it the decision right to Desmond Ritter. They're saying, "Look, here you go. If you don't
If
ball
you
out,
wanna,
you need a
yeah.
quarterback, and as such, we lose, and our position to get another quarterback is bettered. But
uh,
if
It's
you
like if you
ball out
wanna
and
win, you
win,
win.
then we
If
don't
not,
need
you
that
don't.
draft position anyway. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. It's like if
So,
you wanna win, win. If not, it's okay.
so,
Like,
so, given that I actually believe in Desmond Ritter to introduce himself to everybody in a game like this, and smash the Saints' hopes of
if he does,
continuing to
I mean,
play the waiting game.
he could put
I'm
himself in a good position too if
yeah,
he does do that.
right. I'm gonna go Falcons 34, Saints 20
Ooh, okay.
because I believe in the kid. So
Hey,
maybe I'm
get her
wrong.
done.
Maybe I'm wrong. We'll
Get her
see.
done.
You know, but if I'm right, then he's about to introduce himself to everybody. You know what I mean?
It's his coming out party, and that's not a bad
Right.
thing to do it too. You know.
And the Saints are just the type of team and just the type of position. Falcons have a better position for the playoffs than the Saints. The Falcons are the ones 5-8. Saints are 4-9.
Yeah. So if that again, that's because of Mariota, but he's not there. So
The thing of it is that if Ritter breaks out and the Falcons back into the playoffs, that becomes a dangerous team in the playoffs, not just one that fell in. You know what I mean?
well, this is the problem.
Sort of the same
The reason
situation
why
the Browns are in.
exactly the problem why they would be a dangerous team is because they have essentially nothing really to lose.
Right. And they'd have
Those are the worst
a hot
teams
young
to go
quarterback.
against.
Right. And they'd have a hot young quarterback with nothing but to play for but his
And
name.
Moxie,
Right.
exactly. So that's where they're in that fine line. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
New
okay,
Orleans is
cool.
favored by 4, so it's on your side.
It's because they're at home.
So yeah. Anyway, Lions go into New York and face the Jets. First chance the Jets get to be the only ones to or ooh, you got something going on maybe, Miss Finn. I'm gonna mute you for a sec. Oh, I can't mute you. Okay. Hey, Miss Finn, can you mute? Wait, there you are. You're back. Well, at least the network feedback went away. So I'll start off the talk while we wait on Miss Finns to return. Lions go into New York to face the Jets. Jets get an opportunity to measure themselves against the rest of the teams in the division that have already played the Lions. And the Lions, who are still playing for a lot, who seem to be getting hot at the right time, beating the Vikings last week. I kind of give the Lions a decent shot to overcome that decent Jets defense. I think Jared Goff is precisely the type of quarterback in the situation they're in to kind of not expose the Jets defense, but kind of bring him to regress them to the mean a little bit. They are still young. Uh, so I'm going to actually take the Lions here to put up quite a few points on them. 35 to 24. I'm not sure who's playing quarterback for the Jets. It could be Flacco. Um, so we'll hold off on Miss Finns till she gets back to get her pick on that one. And I will go ahead and move on to how's everybody doing tonight, by the way?
Hey,
Uh
Culler.
there you are, Miss Finns.
Problem is I can't hear anything. Can you
Yeah,
hear me?
that was actually network buzz that cut you off. You know what I mean? It just went.
I was about to leave you. Like, what is a color show?
So it must have handed you off to another cell tower or something.
Probably. I'm actually going upstairs. So, what game are we in right now?
So the Lions go into New York to face the Jets, the hot Jets
Who's playing
defense.
right now?
I'm sorry?
Who are the teams right now that you were talking about?
The Lions go into New York to face the Jets' hot defense. Um,
Ooh,
and I've got the Lions actually
ooh.
coming back down to earth a little bit. 35 to 24 Lions is what I got.
You know I love me some Lions. Uh, this is my thing. It all depends on Mike White. If Mike White is okay and he can play, I'm taking the Jets because of defense. If Mike White can't play, I'm taking the Lions because of their offense. So I have to go with Mike White not playing. So I might have to go Lions because Lions are playing for a playoff spot. And
Yep.
they know they need to win every single game in order to make that happen. So I'm going Lions, but I'm going to go Lions 27, Jets 27 to 15.
15. All right. And as I said, I got the Lions as well, 35 to 24.
I
Similar
literally
spread,
can't
just
hear
more
you, Color.
points.
I'm going to go inside. I'm going to mute myself. So give me like 2 minutes, okay?
No problem. I'm going to move on to Steelers and Panthers. So ponder that on your way in.
Perfect. Thanks.
All righty. So as I said, Steelers is going into Carolina to face the Panthers. Steelers still have an outside shot of the playoffs at 5-8. Game time weather is going to be nice. Well, cloudy but nice. 45 degrees in Charlotte at Bank of America Stadium. Carolina is favored by 3. The over/under is 37.5. Both teams struggling to really put up a lot of offense. I believe the injury status of Kenny is unknown, but even so, the Panthers seem to be getting a little hot right now. They don't seem to be trying to tank for draft position. So I'm probably going to go Panthers here. I think I'm going to go Steelman. Steelers pull this one out in a snooze fest. 24-21. And we'll get Miss Finn's opinion on that shortly. Hopefully not too shortly. Too longly. So anyway, how's everybody doing tonight? I see a whole bunch of you in chat. Lance, California, Miami Kid, Chad, Dolphineer, Michael K, how you doing? Delusional Patriots fan, always showing up for Miss Fins. Love you, Delusional. How you doing tonight? Clemente, haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? Liz, we're about 43 minutes in, probably the shortest show we've done yet. And appreciate y'all coming out to see Miss Fins and myself, Culler, for League Wide Wednesdays. Make sure you're hitting the like button, share it, subscribe to Miss Fins. Let's do a check on Miss Fins' status here for where she's at. 741 subscribers. Make sure you're hitting the subscribe button, telling everybody, friends, family. She runs a really nice family-friendly show.
Thank you, Culler.
Every morning at 8 o'clock, hit the notification bell. Every Wednesday night for League Wide Wednesday. Yours truly at her side. And thank you all for coming again. So
You're the best.
we back in action, Miss Fins. I'm still on Steelers and Panthers. I already made my pick. Steelers. I got the Steelers pulling it out 24-21.
I'm gonna take Steelers too. I think Steelers got what it takes right now. They're on a mission.
They're 5-8 with a slight chance.
They know they need to win out to even taste the playoffs. But more than anything else, they don't want to be or have.
Hey, and this is traditionally how they do things. Show up in the playoffs all of a sudden late, and everybody's like, where'd they come from?
Exactly. So I'm gonna go with the Steelers. I know Pickett's out, right? Because he's injured.
I believe so. That's what I'm counting on, but I think they still have what it takes to beat the Panthers with anybody.
And Panthers
if it is Trubisky.
Panthers are playing the draft, so I'm going Steelers 24, Panthers 20.
24-20. I got 24-21. Interesting.
Wow, I didn't hear this, so that's funny.
So then we got, moving right along, we got Cowboys going into Jacksonville, who also still have just as much a chance as the Steelers or anybody else at 5-8.
Can you believe that? Jesus.
Dallas 4-point favorites, 47.5 over and under.
I'm only doing this because of their defense, and that's Cowboys. I think the Cowboys defense is humming along. So because of that, I'm picking Cowboys to win. I think the defense is even going to score. So I'm going to have them go 27-13 Cowboys.
Oh, I forgot to put Cowboys. They're so forgettable, you know. Well, on the other hand, I think the Jaguars still want to win. I think Peterson has some experience against Dallas's defense.
That is true.
I think he has something to offer his defense when it comes to how to take care of Dak. And I think the Jaguars stun everybody and beat the Cowboys, who are reeling, who should have really lost last week. And I think the Jags pull it out. 30-27.
Dang. Okay. I
I'm
like.
going bold. That's my upset of the week.
Okay, I like that.
The Cowboys, as Stephen A. Smith likes to point out, is the accident waiting to happen. So,
What, for 300 years?
right. So let's do a fire round because we got some pretty crappy games going forward.
Talk to me.
Okay, so we got. Let me stage it right so it's easy for me to see here. I can get them all and type them at the same time. Okay, so we got Chiefs at Texans.
Who? Chiefs at Texans?
Yep.
Chiefs. Chiefs 27-3.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I got Chiefs 44-20.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got Cardinals at Broncos. No Kyler Murray.
I can't believe I'm gonna say this.
15
Broncos. Broncos 15-13.
to 13.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna go likewise the Broncos. Mom would be happy. She likes the Broncos. Let's see. She's a Dolphins fan, but she likes the Broncos. Anyway, so the Broncos, I'll go. Wait a dang minute. No, I'm not going Broncos. I'm going Cardinals.
Okay.
Because I think their problem has been at quarterback. So we're gonna find out this week, and I'm going Cardinals. 35-27.
Okay, you're flying high with those Cardinals.
Mm-hmm. And we got Patriots going into Las Vegas to take on the Raiders. Raiders are still 5-8, just as much to play for as any of the other junk teams in the AFC.
Agreed.
You got Josh McDaniels versus his mentor, Bill Belichick.
Belichick is gonna destroy them. I'm thinking, irregardless of the quarterback.
Odds are even. Over under is 44.5.
And I'm thinking Patriots. Patriots 24, Raiders 23.
All right. I'm going Raiders in a shocker.
What the?
If anybody knows how to defeat Belichick's defense and figured it out overall, it's Josh McDaniels.
It's definitely not McDaniels, that's for sure.
He practiced against it for his whole career.
Please, that man can't even practice against himself. Like, get out of here.
Hey, so I'm gonna go 23-21 Raiders.
Okay, sure.
Then we got Titans going into Los Angeles to face the Chargers. 4:25 on CBS.
Chargers. And I'm thinking Chargers 23. Who are they playing again?
Titans.
They're getting a little messed up, and I feel like they're gonna be able to play out that Titan offense. So I'm going Chargers 34, Titans 27.
34-27 Chargers. And I am going Titans to expose the Miami Dolphins for being the junk we are. And defeat the Chargers, no problem. Running all over them with Derrick Henry in that gorgeous Los Angeles weather that the Titans aren't used to right now. And I'm going to go Titans 30-20. Yeah, you heard me.
Wow.
Then the Bengals 9-4 go in to face the Buccaneers at 6-7.
Ooh, I almost want to pick the upset. but then I'm not sure. Bengals. They're gonna steamroll over them. Bengals 34. Bucks 10.
10?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I got lost. All right. And I am going to go. I'm going to go Bucks 24-17. Brady takes some kind of pill, old man pill that gives him some kind of energy. I don't know. And then we got at 8:20 for the Sunday night game on NBC, Giants in a good divisional matchup, 7-5-1 versus the 7-5-1 Commanders in Washington.
I don't want to take the commies. I don't wanna. But I feel like I have to. Commanders because they're at home. 27-24.
Oh, ye of little faith in your G-men. I am going to take the Giants on this one to get back right from losing. Didn't they lose last week?
Yep.
I think they learned a lot about themselves playing the Eagles, and I think that can carry over a lot into defeating the Commanders Sunday night. So I'm going to go Giants 28 to it'll be close, 28 to 25. 25. Then on Monday night, we got Rams and Packers. I guess the Packers at 5-8 technically have something to play for.
I'm taking Packers.
They're favored by 7.
Packers 27-20.
All right. And I am going likewise the Packers. I don't know. That's a chance for me to differentiate right there, man. I don't know. I might take the Rams with Baker Mayfield, but it's in
Get the hell out of here. It's in Green Bay, man.
Green Bay, 24 degrees and clear.
Exactly.
I'll go the Cheeseheads. Packers 32-28.
Okay.
And then in the marquee matchup of the week, Saturday night, Orchard Park. Do you think it's time for the Dolphins to win? Finally, in Buffalo, in the winter, in a cold, snowy game, blustery.
Bro, I was about to continue your song, man. You just killed it.
I'm sorry. Your voice is better than mine, I'm sure, so you can start it back up if you like.
It's okay. No worries. It's gone. Okay. Do we have any Bills fans in the building? Any Bills fans in the building?
There were, Michael K always likes to antagonize you, but he might be gone already.
I think Mark doesn't like me anymore.
Yeah.
I think he no longer likes me, which it's hey, listen.
I think he's a lot like Cam Newton in that respect.
I don't know what you mean by that.
I'll tell you later. I'll tell you on the Phins tailgate.
It is what it is at this point, love him, I hate him. I mean, let me not start because I'm about to rap. So,
so real quick, just to get it out of the way, the Dolphins are 8-5. The Bills are 10-3. Dolphins 3-4 on the road. Bills 5-1 at home. Buffalo's favored by 7. Over under is 43.5. Quite high for a snowy, blustery game, if you ask me.
Exactly what I was thinking the second you said it. Okay, Have you ever been hated or discriminated against? I have. I've been protested and demonstrated against. Picking times for my wicked rhymes. Look at the time, sick as the mind as a me, huh? All this commotion, emotions, not deep as oceans exploding. Give him hell. I didn't even nothing for no. Give him hell and let some breathing. We kicking in the morning and taking names in the evening, leaving with the thought. Don't get me started, man.
I think Miss Phins is having a stroke.
I'm not having a stroke. I've had a I've had a great day. And if anybody knows what that song was, please let me know and who sang it. Anyways, listen. Okay, that's crazy. First of all, and the fact that they're not even going. See, this is the disrespect that I can't stand right now. I can't stand this disrespect. How are they gonna disrespect the Buffalo Bills like that in their own home? 7 points. What is that?
All right. They're
7 points?
getting 3 just for being at home, so they're technically only 4-point favorites.
Like, what the heck? The disrespect, like, listen, y'all.
ESPN has us winning 25% of the time.
The disrespect alone, I'm just mad. I'm just mad, period. Because,
well, to be fair, Miss Phins, to ESPN, the last game we played against them in our house, they had us winning 17% of the time.
see, I can't stand the disrespect like that because it just shows that you're not taking a team that should be favored seriously. And I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And on top of that, let me add to that color. Let's be real. They're favored since last year. For Miss Phins breaking out the rap tonight. Yeah. Thanks, guys. I mean, they've been favored for 2 years straight, for a reason. You know what I mean? But come on, man.
You should have a quick 20-minute excuse me, I can't even talk. 20-minute segment show, where it's rapping with Miss Phins and call it Barring Miss Phins.
Bar Miss Phins.
Barring, yeah, like banning almost, but like barring Miss Phins, where you're just dropping a bunch of bars,
Hey, I get it. Hey, listen, I get it. Trust me. I totally get it. I'll tell you this. I
I
lose.
know you're just trying to deflect from picking Buffalo to win, but
I'm not trying to reflect nothing. Buffalo is winning 55-10.
What?
It is what it is.
Is that your prediction, really?
Did I stutter?
I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've only got one more digit to type before it's locked in.
55-10 Buffalo.
Okay. Okay. You heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. I ironically was gonna do like 38-3 Buffalo. Everybody knows I didn't think we could win this game even at full strength.
This is the one and only other game that I picked that was straight L's out of all my predictions. This one and the Bengals. That's it. That's the only straight up L's I gave
However,
out of all of them. And yes, Clemente, Eminem, greatest rapper of
I
all
am
time.
retracting my statement earlier of my upset of the week, and I now have this game as my upset of the week.
Shut the bleep up.
And I want to tell you why, Miss Phins.
Why? Why?
Do you mind sharing something for me? Hold on a second.
Go ahead. I had a call. Go ahead.
Hold on just a sec. Let me get it up.
You better tell me why. You better tell somebody.
Okay, so
Dim, 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 dim.
If you don't mind sharing that for me, that'd be much appreciated.
Dim, 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 dim. Can I have your attention, please? Yo, if you give me 30 seconds, I can do it, but I need to take care of one thing before I
No
do.
problem. Take your time. In the
Cause
meantime, look, everybody, it's going to be really, really tough. I thought it don't matter if we're at full strength. If we win both of those games out west and we were hot and everything, I don't think that would have been enough heat to come across country and beat the Buffalo Bills. I never thought we were going to win.
can I be honest with you? The reason why I say what I say, because honestly, there's only 9 people here, and I want to see when I talk on Friday about this game, who's gonna remember this?
I know, right? I know, right?
Because that's why I asked, are there any? Because
Well,
you know,
there's reasons. There's reasons for that. People
please,
are gonna
huh.
people are gonna watch it in retro. There's reasons. It's late tonight. And when we talk about it next Wednesday, when it comes around, people are gonna remember then, and there'll be more people here. But check this out.
Okay.
So so now that we're in such desperation mode, I think a lot of our top players are gonna play their top levels.
Nah,
And so if you would be so kind as soon as you can to share my screen.
I'm getting on my computer, so
Oh, no
that's why
problem, no problem, no problem. If you're yeah, just let me know.
I'm
I
not
was
gonna.
okay, so real quick, so quick background.
Let me.
I've been kind of the reason my show hasn't been as consistent as it should on Phins Tailgate is because I've been really, really busy trying to deal with a move
Okay.
where I've got
Can you hear me?
multiple. Yep, I can hear you. Where I've got multiple storage units involved, some of which contain stuff that I haven't seen in 20 years. Uh, one of the things I found in storage yesterday was this, and I thought I had lost it. I
What
thought
is
it
it?
was one of those things that I had lost to the annals of history. And lo and behold, there it is in some jewelry box that my ex-wife had years ago. And I thought, that's a sign.
Okay.
I think we're going to win.
Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold that thought. Hold up. Wait a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first on League Wide Wednesdays with Miss Fins and Color Commentary. We're bringing you breaking news live tonight on League Wide Wednesdays, where you can find it every single Wednesday night at 8 p.m. with myself, Miss Fins, and Color Commentary. You will see Mr. Culler discuss tonight that we will, in fact, beat the Buffalo Bills. What do you have to say, Color?
24-17.
Oof. It's like that. It's like that. It's like that. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Listen. Um. All I'm gonna do is do that right there. 55-10. 55-10, ladies and gentlemen. Because I want to see who's going to come out on Friday when we have our game preview. And I get to ask all you people, and I'm going to pretend like I didn't say 55-10, obviously. I'm just going to give, right, guys, right? And then I want to see who's going to actually remember. But Miss Phins, you said 55-10 Bills. Because this is the thing. Right now, the Bill fans aren't here.
Okay, you know what I mean. And you know they're just annoying as hell. All of them, every single anybody that's not a Dolphins fan, annoying as hell. Why? Cause we're mortal enemies. But I appreciate the support anyways. Okay. See, none of them are here. That's why I can say all this. Now I'm with my Phins family. Sax man, Will, what's up? Miss Finn's the next voice winner. Oh, appreciate you guys. Yeah.
So, Miss Finn's quarterback impact player of the week. Who you got?
Oh, snap. Do I have to say anybody else?
I know I'm going to say the same thing. I'm
Well,
sure.
there you
I'm sure
go.
we're in agreement. I don't think there's anybody in
Tua,
the league. I don't think there's
Tua,
anybody in the league
Tua,
that has the potential of impacting their team more than
Tua,
as
Tua,
as the
Tua.
rabid dolphin would say, Tua Tagovailoa.
To a time. Time to shine, time to shine.
We're
Listen,
both going Tua on that.
there's no, you can't say nobody. Delusional, you're still here, man. I thought it was only Finn's fans. No, I love all of you guys. I love all my fans and my haters too. But I love all my fans, and you're definitely one of my best fans. So thank you. He's like, because we tell the truth, Miss Finn's Dolphin fans live in their own created reality. Well, you know what, sir? I will stake my created reality because it feels good. Listen, okay, Miss Finn's tonight. I feel good.
How about running back?
Running back. Okay, I just want to go straight down Dolphins. Like,
I know, right? Well, I don't think I'm not.
I'm
I
gonna,
don't know if
I'm
Wilson's
gonna go
playing or not.
Mostert, man.
Mostert. All right,
Yeah. Hope
mostly
you are
Mostert.
right.
I'm gonna go Nick Chubb.
Chad, what you mean, Chad? What do you mean, hope I am right? As in what? What do you mean? You gonna go Nick Chubb? I
Nick
guess.
Chubb. Yeah.
Tight end? I'm gonna go Doran Smythe. Because apparently Matt McDaniel can't get his head out of his you know what and utilize the tools he has. And the Swiss Army knife he has called Mike Gesexy. So, oh, my prediction? Wait a minute. Chad, did you hear my prediction? Because I don't think you would be saying that if you're a Dolphins fan. Hope I'm right. Shh, sir. Are you? Oh, snap. We got Insanity in the middle. Two of my favorites on one stream. Let's go. Girl, you don't even know what I said earlier. I was in my craziness. I was rapping, buck wilding. I mean,
Oh, Finsanity. That's quite flattering. Appreciate that.
of course, shit, man.
On that note, I'm gonna go with Miss Finn's favorite football player for
Just say,
my impact tight end of the week. I think there's a reason he's been so quiet, and we may just unleash the beast this week, and we might finally see it. I'm gonna go just sexy as Miss Finns likes to
ooh, let
refer
me
to
see
him.
these.
The
Let me
man,
see
the
these
man has
titties.
never blocked me on Twitter. I've been one of his harshest critics, yet he has still not ever blocked me. So I want to give credit where it's due. I
I
think
love it.
Jaceki is going to finally show out this week.
You know what? I'm
Two
loving.
touchdowns.
Okay, two touchdowns. Okay, too sexy is gonna get two touchdowns. Okay, I get it. Look, didn't you just say 55-10 Dolphins? Chad, this is why I love you, man. You're right. You are right, sir. I'm. I okay. Look, guys, I've been at work all day, and that's why I was super late. And you know what? It happens. And I've enjoyed life today. That's all I gotta say. And right now, I feel good.
Well, which one of our wide receivers are you enjoying this week
Oh
for
snap!
impact
I
player?
think okay. He wants MVP, or at least he wants Offensive Player of the Year. Tyreek's gonna have to go off, but I'm gonna go
All
with
right.
Waddle. Actually,
I'm
no.
not.
Trent
No.
Sherfield.
Trent Sherfield. All right.
Waddly, waddly, waddle, waddle.
Sure-handed Sherfield.
Stacking my paper.
All
My
right.
body looks like a. I got. Let me
We'll go
stop.
sure-handed Sherfield, and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna give you a little bit of credit for your pick, for your prediction,
Okay.
because somebody's got to rack up those 55 points.
Hell yeah.
And I'm
Hey.
gonna say, if anybody's gonna have an impact on their team, win or lose,
Uh-huh.
uh, across the league, it'll be Gabe Davis.
Gabe Davis. Okay. Listen. Save a horse, ride a cowboy, ladies and gentlemen, or ladies.
And then we got defense. That's the last one, I believe.
To Dolphins. I told you I'm going straight
I mean,
D.
yeah, I mean, road defense against a tough team.
First of all, we already given it up. 32 a game.
They've been getting
Away.
better on the road.
Away. And on top of that, too, it's gonna be snowing.
Well, you
Yeah.
know, Miss Fins, other than the season long injuries on our defense is healthy from the respect that everybody that's been playing is gonna play.
True.
So we've been getting better on our road defense. Maybe we get a little more than we expected out of them.
Listen, all I know is that
We got to get Josh Allen on the ground on third down. That's just
listen,
all there is to it.
listen. You know what is? A dog is. A dog is a.
We
What?
shut down
What?
Josh Allen. We shut down the Bills. That's just the key to victory.
They are nothing without him. They are nothing without Allen. Literally nothing. You know what I mean? So for me, it is what it is. They're useless without him. They can't. They don't know how to score without him. Who do you even have as a backup? I don't even know who they have as a backup. I'm
They
just
have Matt
on that.
Barkley and
I got
Case
to
Keenum.
the max movies, and I'm telling you, Color. I apologize for my unprofessionalness, even though it is technically my show, but
Well, that's okay. It's
I'm
your
a
show.
co-host, and I want to keep it profesh. Children do not
It's
watch this
league
thing.
wide. Let it all hang out Wednesday with Miss Finn.
It is
So I'm
tonight.
gonna I'm gonna agree with you on that and pick the Dolphins for my impact defense as well.
Gotta be. It's gotta
It's one
be.
of those things that's no more clear in the league than it
Dude,
is for quarterback this week.
we're giving it up left and right. Left and right. We're giving up almost 400 yards a game. Like, it's not even fair at this point. That's why I picked 55-10.
Hey, I mean, we gave up a lot of yards to them the first meeting and still
Agreed,
won.
over
I mean,
450. True. Total yards. And they still couldn't do jack.
it's really going to come down to, like always, for us in a game like this. Can we get the stops in the crucial situations, and can our offense make them pay for that?
Casey
It's
H.
bottom line, simple as that. We had, I say one, but we might have actually had two turnovers on downs last week. I have to recheck that. But we made them pay with 0 points for turnover on downs. That
Dude, we
has to
can't be
change.
having that, man.
You cannot win playoff. You cannot contend in the playoffs and expect to go deep if you're not making teams pay for turnovers.
We can't
Now,
be.
now,
We can't
too.
be.
I mean,
Ooh.
uh, you know, Tyreek sort of made somebody pay, but that wasn't really a turnover per se. But same kind of situation, fumble drill. But we get a lot of turnovers on downs, and we never make the other team pay for that. That's got to change.
Yeah, we gotta capitalize on these turnovers. And I'll tell you this. I mean,
No different than changing. Like when I said we had to change our scoring on in the third quarter, and we did. And look, we were starting to win more consistently.
and
We're back to putting up goose eggs in the third quarter.
it's so frustrating. The Dolphins are so frustrating, man. They're just we're just a frustrating team. What up, Cap? I think on the fourth down plays that the Chargers failed to convert, especially the one at the goal line, Allen runs that in himself. Agreed. That's the difference, man.
And
Look,
even if not, you're not going to get that chance again. If
no.
you stop a guy like that from getting in the end zone and you got a turnaround, you've got to make them pay for that, especially a team like Buffalo.
But the problem is we haven't.
The Chiefs, same thing. You don't make the Chiefs pay for that. They're laughing at you. They're like, "Oh, we got this."
Listen, for the 12 people that are in here, I'm going to give y'all the for reals. On Friday, I'm going to speak to the masses, so I got to like clean it up. But tonight, you'll get the truth, so bear with me. Listen, I already said 55-10. Y'all heard me the first time I said it. Okay, I'm not going to repeat it. 55-10 is going to be the end of the score, and we're going to destroy it. Okay? It is what it is. You may not like it. I may not like it. But you know what the even more frustrating part of all this is, Color? We can lose every game for the rest of the
Uh,
season.
yes, delusional. I'm sorry, Miss Fins, to answer delusional's
Yeah.
question. And it's a fair counterpoint. We did make the Bills pay for a turnover the first meeting, but we're talking about a turnover like at the 15-yard line or 5-yard line or
Yeah.
something. I mean, I'm talking about when you stop a team, even if you get off, let's say they get to your 40-yard line
Mm-hmm.
and you sack them out of field goal range and they punt the ball. That's a turnover, in my opinion.
Yeah, it
When
is.
you're talking about a high-powered offense, that's a turnover. You got to
Well,
make them pay for that.
and people are complaining about the defense. Oh my God, they can't stop nobody. Shut the up, man. They can't stop nobody in third down. Get off the field. Shut up. Because clearly you don't know jack about what the Dolphins are dealing with. We got undrafted rookies out there, man. Boyer is literally managing. I don't understand people can straight up say, oh, this defense is the reason why we. I'm telling you, man. Sometimes I wish I could say certain things like this. Guys, this is like, what is this? The late night talk with Miss Fins and Color.
Well, to illustrate my point, Miss Fins, when we turn the ball over or we get stopped on fourth down or we get knocked out of field goal range and have to punt, what does the other team do with the ball?
They score.
Score on us. They make us pay. Why don't we do the same thing?
This defense will bend, and not break. We give up yards, but we don't give up really points ish. And you know what? It would be so Dolphins for us to win this stupid game, and I'm gonna be pissed. We win, I'm gonna be mad. I mean, I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be mad for what? We could have had the number one everything, but no. Now we're scraping for bottoms. Please, sir. Sir, can you please give me a playoff win, sir? Like, get out of here, man.
And
Listen,
if I'm to credit Javon Holland with one thing, this ain't nothing new. This has been going on for 30 years.
yeah, he don't know that. That's why
Every
he's
other
brand
team,
new. That's why
every
he's
other
brand
team,
new.
every other team that wins, even the bad teams when they win, do things we don't do to other teams that get done to us.
Color, how many times Tiny Tim Dolphins?
How many times has one of our players had a coming out party on another team?
Color, why, oh why do the Dolphins have to be such? Man, I really wish I could say what I want to say, but why do we have to lay down on soft pillows instead of being like the Eagles and put up points?
Some stinking uniforms, them home white uniforms. It just looks like we're out there in a bunch of in pajamas or something.
We look like
We
we're
literally
like.
look like we're wearing onesies.
Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I love when we go all white. I'm not gonna lie. But my problem
Well,
is this.
if the striping scheme was a little different.
Yeah,
like
no,
the
no,
old
I
school.
actually
You
like
know what I
it. It
mean?
looks
But
clean to me. Who
ugh,
doesn't? Let me tell you why I like it. Because every game I get to see Jalen Phillips. You know what?
yeah, they take out all the orange out of the stadium. All you got is this soft aqua. It's like a big. It's like a. It's like an insane asylum or something. Like a
Mm,
padded room.
I get it, but those booties.
Don't stand up. Don't cheer too loud. You know, you get first thing you hear walking up to the stadium is Wingfield's voice. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't talk. Shut
Look,
up and watch football.
look. All these Dolphins. That's why I'm
I'm
saying it
just
tonight because I
kidding.
know
I'm
ain't
just
nobody
kidding,
watching.
Travis. I'm just kidding. I
Nobody's
know.
watching tonight,
I
so
know.
I can say
Well,
this tonight,
Travis follows me around, I'm sure.
and then Monday I could like be regular Miss Fins. But come on, man, guys, Dolphins are getting destroyed. Getting destroyed. Getting destroyed.
Were you at a Christmas party tonight or something that I missed?
Yes and no.
Okay, okay. You disavow any knowledge of Ubering home from a Christmas party?
I can neither confirm nor deny any such actions in which you say I may or may not have taken part in, sir. Uh,
Dang
uh,
rumballs.
again, I can neither confirm nor deny any such actions in
It's
which you
always the
say
rumballs.
or may not have taken part in. Okay, all I
It's
can say
always that
is
one. It's always that one employee that brings in them homemade rumballs that are like jacked up. You know what I
no, no,
mean?
no, no holiday party, no holiday party. That doesn't mean I didn't have fun tonight, but no holiday party. Um,
A little juice in the fruitcake.
uh, again, I can neither confirm nor deny any such actions in which you say or may not have taken part in, sir.
Hey, that's okay. You're ready for the Finns tailgate
Oh,
tonight.
I am. I've. Let's just say I've been tailgating all day. Okay. Uh, listen,
Should have
guys.
told me I'd have fired up a show, afternoon color show. We could have had afternoon
Listen.
tailgate with Miss Finns.
Look, guys, we're getting destroyed. Anybody who doesn't think so, stop. On Monday, I'm gonna explain to you why, but I will
Oh,
deny because the
I know we're
Dolphins
getting
are gonna be
destroyed.
there.
But at
I
this
don't want
point,
to hear
Miss
them.
Finns,
They're so annoying.
I've been a homer enough all year. I might as well go all in. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know, me too. I listen. This is the game that no one will pick us, and
I
we
gotta
would win
find a
this
way
game,
for us to win.
which is
I mean, I've got till Saturday night to find a way for us
it's
to
the
win.
frustrating part about the Dolphins. It's like the games we should win, nah, we lose. But those games like we have zero business in winning,
I mean, look, Miss
we
Finns,
flip and win.
if I still go by pure execution, even in the weather conditions, I mean, I can find a way for us to win. We already beat them. You know what I mean? But
People say until you do it, don't tell me nothing until you
we
do
know
it.
what the formula
At the
is.
end
We
of the
we
day,
we know what the formula is. Our team knows what the formula is. Our
let
team has the ability to execute the formula.
exactly
But
go ahead
will
and done
they?
it.
Well, I mean,
What's up, DTA? Welcome. Don't be a fool. Hit that like button. Show some
we
love for Miss Fenty Color. One
we
time
can
for the
only
one
go by
time.
what we've seen on tape,
Which, by the
and
way,
it ain't
DTA,
very encouraging for Saturday night. That's
I
all I'm
love your
saying.
logo. I didn't get a chance to tell you. I love your logo,
Oh
by the
yeah,
way.
isn't it great? It's
It is
great.
awesome. Absolute awesome.
It's
But
kind of
yeah,
Arlie
man,
Ermy-ish. You know what I mean?
of course. Listen, I'm gonna be super homer and I'm gonna throw it in their face because guess what? Every game I've picked the Dolphins and I'm gonna continue to pick the Dolphins. I'm just telling you tonight, since I know it ain't a lot of people in here, and I know they're not in here, and that's fine. Okay? I'm just telling you the
I
Dolphins are
guess
gonna
the
destroy.
round
I
table
can be
didn't go
I can
so
be
well,
I
Miss
can be
Fins.
honest and tell you what I truly think. Give you an idea of the private conversations I've had with other people whom shall remain silent as I will not share. But, ladies and gentlemen, the season's over.
See, now you're
until
just talking pure sacrilege.
no, listen. We can lose every single game and beat the Jets, and we make the playoffs. You realize that, right? I already did the math. We
I,
can
you
lose
know,
every game, including Buffalo Bills, Packers, and Patriots, beat the Jets, and we make the playoffs.
I
This
know.
is why I'm so frustrated at the Dolphins.
And you
Because we're,
know, and you
again,
know, and
win
you
and
know,
get in mode, ladies and gentlemen. Win
and
and
you
get in.
know
I'm
our
tired of
lazy and you know our lazy behinds are going to actually want to take
that.
advantage of that, and like it's going to help us or something be ready for the playoffs, when all it's going to do is prolong the inevitable.
Exactly. It hurts out here. You know
Now,
what?
that being said, look,
I
the
already said
last
it.
two performances have confirmed for a lot of us what we thought about Tua on the big stage in the NFL.
The problem is that I still
You know,
believe he can do it. He
in
don't
one
believe he
game,
can do it.
there is so much adversity in this game for everybody involved, not just Tua. But there's so much adversity in this game that if Tua pulls out like a really big time win and shreds them, let's say just 1% chance. No different. You got a 7 deuce off suit and
Oh
you
no, I give the
decide to
Dolphins
play it, and
80%.
out pops 3 sevens, right?
Yep,
I mean, it's possible. And
very
if
much.
that were to happen
What's that Phins
in
boy
one game, it would reverse all the negativity from the past 3 big time
and
showings.
that is a part that pisses me off because we
But
shouldn't
here's the
be in
thing.
this
It
situation,
would it would
Culler.
at least give us encouragement that we're not just backing into the playoffs. We could get back to, hey, we do belong if we're deep in the playoffs. You see what I'm saying?
What?
Because not
For
2 weeks
what?
ago,
To
not
get
two
the
weeks
score
ago,
in
I
the
was telling
playoffs? I'm
people,
not trying to be the Cowboys.
right, but not 2 weeks ago, Miss Fins, I was on record saying that if we made the Super Bowl, we would belong there.
Oh,
I
great.
don't believe that anymore.
Oh,
My confidence in that is seriously shaken.
you no longer believe in Dolphins.
Well, no, I'm just saying that
Uh,
if we were to me, I don't even like Super Bowl's not even in my view right
Purview.
now. But let's just say we got there. I wouldn't feel at this point that we belong there.
You know it's hard out here for a pimp.
Not 2 weeks ago, I felt that we did,
For Fins, I swear.
because I know we can beat everybody.
I
I
agree.
know it. I am 100% convinced we can beat anybody in this league.
That's the problem. We can do it. We're not executing.
Exactly. That's what
That's
it
why I
boils
get
down to.
so frustrated.
That's what it boils down to. And no more is it stacked against us. Is execution required any more than it is this game? And even with perfect execution, I had us already losing this game simply
Again,
because of the jet lag.
only 2 games I gave us straight up L's. Bengals and away Bills. That's it. Every other game. And I put us winning our home Bills game.
Well, I did plant the seed last week, Miss Fins, that, we could try to, that we may, like, in other words, I did put it out there for people to set the right expectation that, hey, if we end up losing against somebody like the Chargers, it may be that we were going vanilla, knowing the odds are so going to be so stacked against us already in Buffalo, that we could have went vanilla, not just in game plan, but with our bodies, hoping that we could steal a win in that mode in LA. You see what I'm saying? And it may have, it's not that it backfired, it's that we were willing to take the consequences of losing to make sure we had enough to even compete in Buffalo. And I did say that at one point last week. That's like the one slim shred of hope for me that we actually play a respectable game Saturday night. You see what I'm saying?
I get you, man. I get you. I'm just
I don't believe it's true, but that's my slim shred of hope that that's what's going on and why we looked so bad Sunday night. You know what I mean?
but this is the thing.
I don't agree
We
with that
didn't look
decision. I
bad.
don't agree with that decision
We
if that's the
didn't look
case, but
bad.
well, I'm saying if that was the case, I don't agree with that decision because I think both of those wins would have put us in a position to not care about Buffalo.
Color. We had the number one seed
Exactly.
in the bag.
Exactly.
Dolphins.
And now we're in a situation where even if we beat them, we may have to face them a third time, and you all know what the odds are to beat a team 3 times in the same season.
Very hard, but that's our first time for everything.
And it's likely it'll be in their house.
Oh God.
I
And
mean,
this
I don't
is
mean to be a pessimist, but I'm sorry, Javon, for being such a pessimist. But y'all did it, not me. I didn't go out there and stink up the joint 2 weeks in a row.
it's and that's the thing, man. We can do it, but the problem is these Dolphins aren't taking the reins. They're not making it rain. They're not doing what they need to do so that we can win in the end. I'm telling you right now.
I tried to credit the defense. I've been backing up the defense. And flip flopping?
Jeez.
Don't he realize that they're out there trashing him, not Tua? I think the
He don't,
defense
he
did
don't
quite
get
well
it. He don't
considering.
get it. He don't
I think
get
the
it because
defense
all
did
this.
quite well considering, Miss Phins, that we held that team to below our average on the road.
I mean, like I said, nobody should be talking about the defense when the defense outperformed themselves
And
by
even if
12
and even if
points.
and Miss Fins, even if a 23 point or even if a 22 point per game defense is considered mediocre to bad in this league, you're telling me our offense can't consistently put up more than 22 points? Unless it's Detroit? I ain't buying that. That's why I'm so upset when people trash the defense. Sure, they got problems,
Frustrating. It's
but it's
frustrating.
defense.
It's frustrating.
It's like
I'm no
blaming
holds bar right now.
the people defending the castle because one of the pieces of stone wasn't solid enough. It's defense. Now, if you go in with a dull sword, you blame yourself. That's offense.
I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. That's why it's so frustrating to be a Phins fan. You gotta have a thick skin because when you deal with these opposing fan
Defense is Miss
bases,
Finn's defense is relative to your offense. In other words, a good defense is relative different to each team. It's relative to the team. In other
it's
words,
all scheming.
if your defense, if your offense consistently puts up 45 points, which has happened in the past, a la Peyton Manning's Indianapolis Colts, Kurt Warner's St. Louis Rams, okay, you're consistently putting up 30, 40 points per game. The requirements for you to consider your defense good is them holding teams to 28 points.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good defense, even though, relatively speaking to the rest of the league, that's a terrible defense.
Jesus.
People don't understand that.
They
Our
don't.
defense is good because it's good for our team.
It works for what we have, the pieces we
It
have, the
gives our
players we
team a
have.
chance to win. It gives our offense chances to score, and our offense doesn't score. Bottom line.
Hashtag the last 3 years, the same problem. Flores or McDaniels, it doesn't even matter. At this point, we've had the same issue. The defense holds its team down, but the offense can't get any points. Period.
I mean, again, I went through it on my show last
A
show,
hundred
Miss
million,
Phins. I
Color.
went through
A
all the
hundred million.
scores. I went through all the scores for another team. I might have been the Chiefs or somebody. Like, look, they don't pitch shutouts every game. So I went through each of their games and was like, okay, they gave up 24 points in this game. Good defense or bad defense? Well, they won 44 to 24. Good defense or bad defense?
Good defense.
We held the Chargers to 23 points in their house.
Good defense.
Good defense or bad defense?
Good
Well, I don't know.
defense.
Ask
But when
Tyreek
you don't
Hill.
ha-
Ask
but you
Tyreek
don't
Hill
ha-
if he
but
wants
you
to be
don't
on a
have
team.
the offense
Right.
to
Ask
put up
Tyreek Hill if he
points.
wants to be on a team that only has to score 24 points to win. I think he would say yes. So let's start scoring points. And that's the last I'm going to say about the defense. I don't care if people think I'm hating on anybody on the offense.
The problem is people can't handle this talk. That's why we're having it tonight. You know,
Well,
tomorrow
thank you
morning
for
I'm gonna
letting
be.
me air that out, Miss
Bro,
Fins. I didn't mean
air it out. Do you
didn't mean
not
to
hear
ruin your
me?
show.
Ruin what? Hello, I already told you. This is the after hours.
Well, it's kind of depressing as a
No,
Dolphins
it's
fan.
not.
It's depressing.
I'm a Dolphins fan. And as a Dolphins fan, like I said earlier, you're going to have thick skin. Guess what? You're not a Dolphins fan for 30 years dealing with the same garbage we've been dealing with. Guess what? Same thing, different day. It is what it is. They need to hear it.
Well, here you go, Miss Fins. We're scoring 24.3 points per game. We're giving up exactly 24. We should tie every game.
Has a team
That's
ever had 2
ridiculous.
ties in a season?
That is ridiculous. Miss Fins, let me ask you this.
Talk to me.
Based on those stats, right? Let's say we went 0-0-17. Let's say we're the first team in history to tie every ball game.
Holy God.
0-0-17, because that's effectively what we've done.
Okay.
On offense.
Okay. I'm with you.
Would you be given our roster on offense, would you be satisfied with that?
Color, can I answer truthfully, honestly, in accordance to what the law, America, and God lets me and allows me to say? Absolutely not. I am not okay.
You know what the record would be? Technically, if there was no ties, it would be 8.5 and 8.5.
I would not. We don't spend $100 million to effectively have the same production we had last year.
And I hate to burst people's bubble. I hate to burst people's bubble that think the defense is always the problem. Okay? But I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to listen. I'm not going to tell you what the Bills hold their opponents to. I'm going to give them our defense. Okay? And give you the same numbers. Okay? Their offense is scoring 27.2 points per game. Give them our defense, giving up 24 points per game. They should be undefeated. But their defense gives up 17 points a game.
This pisses me off right here. He's so right.
It's amazing they're not undefeated.
Amazing.
Which means the only reason they lost, and I'm sorry, Dolphin fans, that includes us, is because they beat themselves.
Hold up. Hold up. I'm going to push back. They had all their offense, including what's his name, fully healthy. Their defense fine. They didn't have their defense, but they had their offense who
Right,
produced
but they
over
underestimated the heat.
450
They
yards. Come on.
underestimated the conditions of how the conditions in Miami would affect them, and
What
that
could they,
means
that's
they
their
beat
problem,
themselves.
not mine, Color.
But that means they beat themselves.
That's on them.
We
Their
don't create
offense
no,
was
no, but what
there.
I'm saying is we don't create the weather. So we can't say we beat them with the weather.
Color. We beat them.
We won.
Period.
We won the
Period.
game,
Because
but we didn't beat them.
Color, when they beat us 45 to 12 that year at Hard Rock, they weren't complaining about the weather then, were they? No, they were not. They were just
I'm not
waving
saying
us
no,
goodbye.
you're misunderstanding me, Miss Phins. I'm saying the reason I consider it them beating themselves is because we didn't create the weather. So it's not a trait of ours that beat them.
No, our defense beat the Bills. Period. Period. Our defense beat the Bills. Listen, people don't want to hear it. It is what it
Well,
is.
relatively speaking, considering they score 27 points per game, I agree with you there because we held them
Color, they only
to
scored 15
19.
points.
Well, right. Exactly. I agree
We
with
gave
you on
them
that.
2 points.
Look, I agree with you on that. I think if anybody's in position to beat the Bills, it's us.
It's a divisional game.
I don't disagree. That's why I kind of picked us to win. I think we might be able to pull it out. We had a good showing last year in our second game up in Buffalo. And remember why we lost the last game of the season, or the last time we played them last year. We lost because we couldn't score enough points. We had them, I think the score was like, we might have even been in the lead in the third quarter. I'll have to check on that. You know? And our offense couldn't score, and our defense collapsed. Like always.
Listen.
Like any defense would. Let me I'm checking that now real quick. I wanna know. We were at Buffalo in week 8. Yeah, that was the second time we played them last year, was in week 8. No, we got done with them early. Now we lost the game 26-11. That seems like a lot, but we held them to 26 points. What's their average this year? 27. So we're still holding them to below their average. Right? Okay, here we go. So the score was 10-3 at the start of the fourth quarter. 10-3. Now, if you ask any of us right now, if we knew it was going to be 10-3 Buffalo at the start of the fourth quarter this Saturday night, how would you feel?
Great.
How would you think our defense is playing?
Phenomenal. Out of their mind.
Thank you. Thank you, Miss Phins, for answering that question in the affirmative. Because everybody knows it's true.
They're playing possessed, holding the Bills, who averaged almost 30 points in offense, to 10 points.
We got outscored 16-8 in the fourth quarter in that game. That's 2-1. That's the offense's responsibility.
Oh, man, I'm telling you, people can't handle this talk. That's why I'm leaving it for tonight. That's why, listen, I know you got stuff to do and whatever, Color, but I need you because I can't do this by myself tonight. And people need to hear this. It's not easy to hear this.
I know. I do got to run, though.
I know, running like a couple minutes.
I'm hoping to try to get done early so I can get up and do another coffee show in the morning. Wake everybody up for you.
Oh, you're going to wake them up. Don't worry about it. But I can't leave. Can't leave without saying, because I worked on this, while you were talking and stuff. But I need your prediction. What do you got the game going?
For the Dolphins?
Yep.
I told you. You didn't hear it?
Nope.
Oh
Remember,
no,
I
I
was
did.
having
Yeah, I
issues
got the
with that
Dolphins
controller.
pulling it out 24-17.
24-17. Okay.
Yep.
17-38. Eh. Okay.
And if
But
that happens, my dolphin charm becomes a sacred relic.
man, you better dip that in like holy water or something and bring it to the game come Christmas,
Well,
cause
it is 14K, so it's kind of got its own built-in polyurethane. You know what I mean?
okay, okay. Hey, listen. You know it's hard out here for Fins when we trying to make the playoffs in the end. And for the last two games to a stink, gonna have a whole lot of people hating him. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna leave you with that.
quick
Uh,
quick answer to a question
Go
to
ahead.
a loyal audience member. Clemente asks what will be the keys to winning the game. We've just got to stop them from scoring. Our defense has to show up and give our offense as many opportunities as it can, and our offense must capitalize on those opportunities. Bottom
Agreed.
line.
Agree. I'm gonna get y'all know I'm gonna give you my keys to victory on Friday. That's why I'm not even gonna discuss it now. But honestly, you gotta stop them. There's only one person you gotta stop. They're nothing without Allen. Let's be real. This team, listen. This team is useless without Allen. They're gonna tell you, nah, Miss Fans, we got players everywhere. My grandma can take this team to no, they can't. They're nothing without Allen. He is their offense. He is their running game, their passing game, their special teams. Okay? They are nothing without him. And delusional
How do
says it's
we
going to
how do
see
we make
outside
how do we capitalize on those opportunities?
as long as
We
we got
smack
that.
them in the mouth with our running game as much as we can, and we get the ball in the hands of our playmakers. It don't matter how short or long the passes have to be.
Let me tell you something right now. I'm calling it right now. Who do they have? Who are the running back Singletary?
And James Cook.
They just got Cole Beasley, by the way. Interesting that they just
Yep.
got him for this game.
So they plan to attack the middle
The
of the
middle.
field.
I know.
They
I already
know
know
our
that.
they
And our
know our
linebackers.
they know our mid-level tackling
Of
sucks.
course, of course. But let me tell you something right now. I'm calling it right now. Singletary doesn't get more than 40 yards. A. Their entire running game will not get more than 80 yards. A. I'm not talking Allen. I'm talking their actual running game. They're not doing jack. And Diggs, he's getting shut down.
Well, the
Mark it.
problem with Beasley is
Gabe Davis, which I know you're going to say something about. Oh, well, they got Gabe Davis. Shut down. But they still got Isaiah McKinley. Shut down.
the problem with Cole Beasley is that he will draw back the spy long enough for Allen to have an open field to run all
What
day,
up,
all night.
EM? What up, EM?
And that's a big problem.
I know, but please, man, listen.
The spy can't take the cheese.
Two things are going to happen. Either we get blown out 55-10, which I already said it, or we are going to destroy them.
And if Javon Holland bites on Cole Beasley across the middle, that's going to leave Diggs one-on-one.
And I'm telling you right now.
And we will get torched.
I'm telling you right now. We're locking down Diggs. We're locking down Gabe Davis. And we're locking down Isaiah McKenzie, period. Why? For a single reason. It's a divisional opponent. Every game is a playoff game when you're playing against your division, period. Period. Now, people may not like it. It is what it is. We're going to get destroyed.
I say we activate Noah and put him on Stephon Diggs.
We're going to get destroyed, but people don't want to hear that. It's either or. Either
go bold or go home. Go bold or go home. You know what I mean?
Destroy them or they destroy us. There is no by 2 points bull. And it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You're not going to see you're not going to see the old 20-17 or whatever the hell the score ended up being that first game. Not going to happen. Either we blow them out or they blow us out. Period. And guess what? If it does snow,
I'm not concerned with the snow. I'm more concerned with the wind. The snow is going to be fine. It's low enough temperatures that the snow is not going to be crappy and sloppy. And those are actually not bad conditions to play in, supposing they keep the field clear.
Mm, mm. Well, again, I'm gonna say it one more time because I really worked hard on this, and I know it sounds awesome. It's hard out here for Fins when we're trying to make the playoffs in the end. And for the last two games to a stink, gonna have a whole lot of people hating him. If you didn't hear me that first time, say it one more time. It's hard out here for Fins when we're trying to make the playoffs in the end. And for the last two games to a stink, gonna have a whole lot of people hating him. Ladies and gentlemen, look, we're having way too much fun, and I probably should not be live right now. But this is Let's Talk Football League by Wednesdays, everything on Wednesday at 8 p.m.
Boom, 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 boom,
Let me get
boom, 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 boom,
you're right. You're right. You
boom,
know
boom,
what?
boom,
Nah,
boom.
we're gonna change it up. We're gonna change it up tonight. We're gonna change it up.
Oh, you're doing a different one tonight, huh?
Yep. Tonight we're gonna change it up. Change it up.
Uh-oh.
Yep. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Let's Talk Football League by Wednesdays with myself, Miss Phins, and my co-host, Color Commentary. You can find it every single Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. Okay? Come through. Thank you. We're having fun. It is what it is. It was a crazy show. I mean, it is what it is. If you want real deal, steal, meal, everything you don't want to hear, that no one else is going to want to hear, replay this show. That's all I got to say.
Fins up, everybody. We got this.
You're going to get your regularly scheduled Miss Fins in the morning. So.
It's always darkest before the light.
Exactly, ladies and gentlemen. Again, myself, Miss Phins Culler. Final take.
It's always darkest before the light.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. As you already know, hit the like button on your way out. And what? We win together, we lose together, ladies and gentlemen. Dolphins for life. Thank you so much for coming through, Culler. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your help tonight. And guys, I will see you in the morning.